course, I'll show you more how to upload CD.
Kia ora, everybody. No mai hara mai anō. Ki tēnei hōtaka o tahi rau. Te kau me te kau. Wow, 110 down the road. No mai hara mai. Kia koutou e mātakutaki mai ana. E tēnei pō. Pō ngahau tēnei. Ai, I te katakata mātou. I muri I te rorohiko. Ka kore ai koutou e kite I a mātou. E katakata. Well, redemption. What a redemption this has been. Oh, sorry. My name is Bix, and I'm live from Tamaki Makaurau, Ki Aotearoa, New Zealand. Now, just a little word about Aotearoa, New Zealand. I always include it, always have. And I see on the latest headline news that someone has put out a petition to have it reinstated as part of New Zealand's name, the country New Zealand. Because Aotearoa belongs to, tangata whenua, people of the land. New Zealand belongs to those guys that came on their big huge sailing ship many moons ago. And it holds no relevance to us, to iwi. Okay, so we hold Aotearoa close to our manawa, close to our heart. And this is why, we have to petition, keep that. This is our own country, and we can't name our own things. So, that's in the headline news right now, and I'm backing it to the hills, all the way. I hope there's many others like me in Aotearoa that will do the same, and I'm sure there will be. So, moving on from there. This redemption has been one, well, let's say, misunderstanding, headache. It was a headache we didn't need to have, because if we'd have listened proper from the beginning, this is from all the queries I've had over the past few days. And today just topped it off. So I just shut everything else down and just sat there and just looked at it. And then we get the blog from admin telling us what's up ahead. So if we listened in the beginning, redemption actually ended in November, at the end of November. What continued on as the extension was just the holiday promo. Okay, so there could be doubts as to whether the holiday promo cookies will go through redemption, the extension. We are yet to find that out. And we won't know that, as the blog says, for maybe 72 hours, maybe a little bit longer. Okay? So, it's just through the lack of understanding of how they worded things, it's just made a mockery of things, really. Because when we were going into redeem various people who asked if we could do this, some of them were already, the accounts were closed. Not because of renewal, their accounts were live, but had been closed off to redemption until May. I don't know why that is, but that's what happened to quite a few. So, in effect, what I'm thinking, that they were closed off in November anyway. So, whatever promotion they did between December the 1st and today, effectively will count in the next redemption. Okay? So, that is my understanding, and I think I'm not far from wrong. Because just looking at some of those that have been processed so far, that seems to be the logical reason for that happening. So, it may be disappointing to some, but please don't be disappointed because your coins are still there if they haven't been redeemed. Okay? They have been held over until May this year of the next redemption, which is kind of a good thing in a way for some people. You know, some people who have just randomly gone into Simba and meetings when they remember, because it doesn't mean much to them until it gets to the last month. Then they start to try and go to every meeting. So, you know, you need to be doing that regularly. Not halfway through the redemption period and then start, or whenever you feel like clicking on the button and listening to our broadcast. So do it right from the start and you won't have a problem at the other end. Okay? Now, just going to quickly go through the blog. All right? Sharing the blog with you now. And it is just one here. January 31st redemption status. As you all know by now, the extended December-January redemption extension from the November 2018 redemption period is coming to an end by January 31st, 2019. Today, yippee! The next redemption period will begin on May the 1st, 2019. Please, no extension. Headache stuff. If you missed the redemption period, know that the 2019 promotion is still valid and any cookies you have earned and continue to earn after this redemption period will still accumulate in your Crinkle Cash back office for the next redemption. So anything you've got still sitting in your Crinkle Cash back office, or just carry on till May. Don't forget to press the button in May, or it'll carry on to December. So some of you are currently waiting for your cookie reward redemption to post to your wallet. However, due to popular response, we have a short backlog. Your redemption may take up to 48, 72 hours before it will post to your account. Be patient and keep an eye on your wallet. Even after the redemption period has closed, if you have not yet received your redemption, we will still be processing those until all are complete. So that's good news. Okay? So if you think you have a problem with your redemption, there's a window there, 48 to 72 hours. And you can go from there if nothing has eventuated. Okay? So that's a little bit about the redemption at the moment. And of course, let's go here. Who's going to buy your TBC coins? Good question. A lot of people say, ask this question. And I mean, this blog is from 2016. But a lot of people are asking that question today when they try to cash out the coins, you know, and they want to sell their coins. Who's going to buy your TBC coins? The short answer to that question is anybody can, as long as they become a member. No doubt, the word of mouth will spread that abundance and prosperity will come to anyone who owns TBC coins. Mathematically, there are 40 opportunities to double money from the initial price of 0.001 euro to the potential ultimate price of 1 million euros. That's 1,000, that's a million, 1 billion. Jumping into this trade of doubling money is a great ride within any car on this train. Do you think a person would be excited to pay $10 for a single TBC coin, knowing that it has the potential of turning them into a billionaire? Of course. How about $100 per TBC coin? Yeah, still an awesome deal. Same is true at $1,000. 10 million, 100 million, and even 1 billion. If the TBC community is thriving, when the price hits $1 million per TBC coin, then millionaires will be lining up to buy TBC coins. They will be singing the song, I want to be a billionaire, all the way. If you are a stakeholder or miner, the only concern you should have is, what does it take to have a thriving TBC community? Helpful. Lots of buyers and sellers. Both stakeholders and miners should make a daily effort to sell TBC coins. If they make a daily effort to sell, then buyers will be lining up to buy. Buyers tend to buy small amounts of TBC coins at first, to test the waters, as they say. Then the addiction kicks in, and buyers imagine all of their dreams coming true through TBC. Everyone wants to be rich, and buying TBC coins is one of the easiest ways to make that happen. Unwise stakeholders or miners, the only concern you should have is, what does it take to have a thriving TBC community? Didn't say what I was just finishing. So for lots of buyers and sellers, both stakeholders and miners should make a daily effort to sell TBC coins. If they make a daily effort to sell, then buyers will be lining up to buy. Buyers tend to buy small amounts of TBC coins at first, test the waters, as they say. Then the addiction kicks in. As buyers imagine all of their dreams coming true through TBC. Everyone wants to be rich, and buy TBC coins is one of the easiest ways to make that happen. Unwise stakeholders and miners won't make a daily effort to sell TBC coins. Many of them will become TBC millionaires before they wake up. Yes, they are TBC millionaires on paper, but they are not enjoying the lifestyle of a millionaire. These unwise stakeholders and miners may find themselves to be extremely frustrated because they know that they are millionaires, and yet they have not developed any relationships to quickly sell their TBC coins. We have made it easy to develop those relationships. If you make a daily effort to transact with other TBC members, all along the way and develop relationships of trust. For example, let's say that a stakeholder buys TBC coins for less than a penny per coin and just sits on them and doesn't even bother to log in to this website to build those relationships until the price hits $100 per TBC coin. Then they log in and they place it in order to sell 10 coins. Buyers at that time can see a long list of sellers that have established a good reputation and have a high rating in the user area of the website. Who is going to buy from a new seller that doesn't even have any trade under their belt? See the problem? Would you spend $1,000 to someone you don't know for 10 TBC coins if you cannot see any indication that you can trust that person? Of course not. My advice to all of the stakeholders and miners is that they start selling some coins within 24 hours of buying them or mining them. They make a daily habit of selling some TBC coins every day after that. Then as a seller, you can collect contact info of each buyer all along the way and create a list of buyers. Why? Because buyers buy. Then when you are ready to cash in a large amount of TBC coins to give their lifestyle a boost, you can send out an email blast to all of your buyers that you have collected over time. They can trust you because you have already done some transactions with them. This is logical, right? Let me tell you the truth. If you want to live the lifestyle of a millionaire, you have to work at it. There's no such thing as a lazy millionaire. TBC makes it easy for you to become a millionaire on paper, but it is up to you to make the effort to turn that into the lifestyle of a millionaire. Final note, the easiest way to build a positive rating within the user's area of the website is to play the role of the buyer. So, buy some steak while you can before we sell out of it, and then start buying some additional TBC coins from the other stakeholders to build up your rating fast. These particular relationships will be golden to you down the road. Connecting with other stakeholders now could make your job of selling large quantities of TBC coins down the road a lot easier. Relationships do matter. If you mishandle anyone, the word will spread fast within this community. The golden rule applies. Just in case you don't already know what the golden rule is, here it is. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, exciting? Yes. So, go to this one. Attitudes are contagious. What kind of attitude are you spreading around when you speak or make a comment? Does it inspire or bring others down? You are contagious. Are you spreading fear and doubt or hope and joy? Who determines your attitude? Usually, is the glass half empty or half full? It's your call, your choice. Winners pay attention to their own attitudes. They recognize that they do influence all of the people that come into contact with them. Winners pursue positive results, and they are very careful in choosing their words. They want the people around them to take action in a positive way so that everyone can enjoy the good fruits that come from spreading words of encouragement. In life, you have to focus on what you want to get it. Too many people focus on what they don't want, and then they are surprised that their lives are filled with misery. They won't take responsibility for manifesting the bad parts of their life. It's your life, so take charge of it. If you want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise, then you should take full responsibility for every thought, word, and action that you produce. Let's set up the expectations of the Billion Coin properly. It's been less than a month since our launch on March 21st, 2016. Well, it is now almost 3 years next month. Well, after tomorrow, it'll be next month. By that date, we have built and fully tested our cryptocurrency, and we know that it is fully functional and built to last for a very long time. The computer network supporting the TBC coin continues to expand and become more and more decentralized with each and every node we add to the network. We have developed a user-friendly web wallet, and we also have built a Windows wallet and Android wallet. Once we completely sell out of the stake, we will release the Windows wallet and Android wallet to the public. We do not want it to be too complicated to manage for our admin support team. And so, to keep it simple, we have only made the web wallet available to the public at this time. We have worked very hard to make a simplified website that is globally accessible, even the most antiquated computer. This website is the hub for the TBC community at this time and delivers up-to-date pricing, calculators, documentation, education, and a place to buy and sell TBC coins. In the future, you can expect many third parties to develop products and services. And services for TBC coins, just as we have been developed for Bitcoin today. It takes a bit of vision to see where all of this is going, because we are just getting started. We hope all of you realize just how lucky you are to be here at the beginning of the cryptocurrency that only goes up in value. You can't lose. Many of you will become TBC millionaires. We are in the stakeholder phase of we're in the distribution phase now of our development at this time. And most of the buyers of TBC coins are buying stakes today at ridiculously low prices for these coins that somebody could each be worth €1 billion per TBC coin once we are fully mature. We all have so much to look forward to over the next couple of years. This coin concept was specifically designed to easily lift people out of poverty, regardless of their skills. We are on a mission to end poverty and hunger globally by spreading abundance and prosperity for all. It's time for humanity to grow up and shake off the shackles of artificial scarcity. This coin has the power to deliver that. Let's be real. Certainly don't expect a baby to behave like an adult, right? This coin is worth less than a penny today, and it's just a newborn baby. That was back in 2016. By the same time in 2017, it was around 33,000 US dollars, right? For one full TVC. Do we leave babies to fend for themselves? Of course not. Babies, full of all sorts of potential, require a lot of nurturing and support, right? If you are fortunate enough to own these baby TVC coins, you can expect to get the maximum benefit and profit that come from being an early adopter. So take good care of your TVC coins and be a positive contributor within the TVC community. When you are in any public space such as the group chat on this website called TVC Member Relations, keep all of your comments full of encouragement and stay positive. It is harmful to raise doubts and fears in any public space. Too many of you have been voicing your concerns there, and this will discourage buyers from buying. That is counterproductive to your desire to become wealthy. If you discourage the buyer, then to whom are you going to sell your TVC coins? If you have a valid concern, then discuss it privately with admin by clicking onto the Contact Us link at the bottom of every page on this website. We haven't even started our marketing campaign to completely sell out of the entire stake, and all of the growth we have experienced so far have been developed organically by word of mouth. We are about to invest a significant sum of money into a marketing campaign to drive traffic to our website, then you should not discourage them once they arrive. We expect to fully sell out of the entire stake by the middle of May 2016. Wow. And buyers will have no other choice but to buy coins from the stakeholders and miners. From that point forward, cashing in is a lot of fun, but you don't want to do it too soon. The potential profits are huge for all of you. We recommend that if you purchase the full stake, that you only sell 10 TVC coins a day until the value hits $10 per coin. Now all that's past tense. Now it would be a good idea to start selling 100 TVC coins a day after that. That way you get the most of your purchase and help to create a healthy appetite for the buyers to keep on buying from you. If a buyer wants to buy more than 10 TVC coins, and most do, then they have to collect them by doing transactions with several sellers every day. This is the formula for success. There will only be a few thousand stakeholders, but there will be millions of buyers. You are positioned well to win. Be grateful, stay positive, and employ all of the things you learn here and the education sector of the website. Well, a lot of it half tense now, and we've moved in leaps and bounds as a result. So, it's encouraging to know that we have moved so far ahead, and pretty much things. We may have a couple of stop-off points, we say, or places where we just hang up for a few days or a few weeks, but all things are moving forward. And I know TVC now is in a much better place than what it was before. But even at least 6 months ago, yes, in 6 months we have improved. Progress has been made with direction. A lot of coins up for grabs, like usual. And yeah, prospects look good, look great, looking ahead. So that's me tonight. Thanks. Um, thank you to Brother Reserve, our Bangla brother, for being here. Oh, and it's nice to see you, Sister Carol, back again in the faith. And hope you take care. Well, we'll be watching that. Don't worry about it. And up to the king, it's like you don't want to miss a broadcast when you're turning up to every single broadcast. Awesome. That is awesome. And of course, Brother Darren, I know. Awesome to have you if you're not as well. And Sister Violet, are you working tonight, Sister Violet? And Brother Bill, who's just left to go home. So, been interesting listening to, two other broadcasts in the house and from different perspectives, but still banging out the message. So, looking forward, guys, Simpsons Redemption today is at an end for us anyway. Looking ahead, it's same old give the gift. And you got to take a lesson out of King, much of the King's book, his script. I've heard it, you'll crack up if you hear it, but he's getting the people with his script. And yeah, so onwards and upwards we go. Encourage fast education in the meantime. And so let's rock those matrices into May redemption. So that's it for me tonight, folks. Ka kite anō, and noho ora mai koutou. I roto i o koutou kanya. Peace. Rangi Māori.